Fueled by Deathcast.
So this episode tomorrow is going to be all things Flogging Molly, but I have a special sneak peek of these guys for you right now.
I mean,
I'm just a figurehead. a pretty one at that, I know, but you know.
For sure.
They must be having fun on this too, though.
Well,
right?
look at them. I mean,
So it's like I don't see them not doing this anytime soon. You think 10 years down the road you'll still be having this cruise?
I'll be probably dead 10 years from
Oh,
now.
baloney.
You kidding me?
Stop. You'll be fine.
This is the sound my liver makes every day. Hello? Hello?
It's been so incredible experiencing this. We're now one day through it. We're about to start pretty much.
Is that all it's been?
Yeah, I mean, like, tonight's the second night of craziness. I saw something last night that I never thought I thought only happened in movies. I never thought I'd ever experience. There was and we've said this before already. There was a mosh pit in the pool for you guys. What is that like when you're on stage seeing something like that?
It was brilliant.
It's incredible.
It's a new meaning to Whirlpool.
Right, exactly.
You know, it was really. I mean, I was standing there looking at it, and it was like, wow, this is. I mean, you know, it's just. I mean, this is a band, you know, that no record company, no club really ever wanted to be involved with. You know, we all met in Los Angeles, and for a couple of years we stood in the corner of a room on a stage that couldn't even fit the seven of us, and now we have our own cruise. I mean, it's ridiculous, you know.
Does it feel a little like vindicating, like hard work's paying off now? You get to.
Well, that's exactly what it was. I mean, it was work. I mean, it was never going to be a privilege to fare for this band. We were always going. And that was my point about being a working class band. We were a working band, you know, and that's why the cruise was such a. Really, I don't know, you know. But it's what it is. I think is people, you know, working class people like to blow out.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a great way of blowing out.
Did you start playing music as a child? Like, were you influenced later in life? Is that where did the music bug kind of hit you?
I don't remember what. I think, you know, my mom used to play. We used to have just a record player, and my mom had 45s and records and stuff, and she used to play, you know, like Beatles records and Motown records and stuff. And my dad had all these Elvis singles, and so like I kind of grew up around a record player.
Okay.
And you know, it was just like a little corny job, but there was something about like hearing the guitar. Like I started playing when I was 7 or so, you know, like so. But I grew up in LA, so even though I always played music and I always loved doing it, it really was not a realistic thing to think.
I'm gonna do this.
Because you know, when I got into high school and started to see bands, you know, like they were, you know, I mean, they weren't crap, they just weren't what I was into. Like the metal scene was going on, like with the big hair and stuff, and I just wasn't into it. So it never occurred to me to be in a band at that point, even though I'd been playing most of, you know, my adult life or whatever. But it was just that thing where I would always play with friends. We would always have parties and put bands together for that kind of stuff. And it was just, you know, and then when I met Dave and these guys, it was just, at that point I had started playing in a couple of bands just for fun and playing like little crappy bars around town or whatever. And then when I met Dave and this thing happened, it was just fun. You know, we were doing it every Monday night. We were having a blast. It wasn't about trying to get a record out. It wasn't about trying to like get signed. It was just let it be what it was, and it, you know, like really naturally evolved from there.